sometimes old whiskey doesn't mean better whiskey.
That's the truth. Welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Bill.
I'm Josh.
And we have another versus.
And it's a big one.
Yes, it is.
It's two 18-year-old whiskeys.
Major distilleries.
Elijah Craig 18, Knob Creek 18. Now, I have a bias here.
So we don't... See, there's not a batch.
Well, it's a single barrel. So
yeah, but they don't put a batch numbering on them or lettering on them.
Well,
so 109.18, or sorry, 10/9/18 was the bottling date.
90 proof.
90 proofer. So
now this little guy over here, this is a batch 2.
Yeah, there are batches
and
on those.
It's 100 proof. So,
which is not the same thing, but boy, this week here in North Carolina, we saw a influx of Knob 12.
Yes.
Cases, in fact.
It's like every liquor store got 7 cases of it.
Yeah, which is great because it's a great
Because
bottle.
it's a fantastic pour.
For $65, $69, something like that.
64 and some change. Because I bought one.
Yeah.
Because we only have one back here.
I did too. I was going to get a backup.
Yeah.
There were so many of them, I figured I didn't have to rush.
Yeah. So it'll be there when you get back.
So here we go.
All right. 18 years old, 90 proof. It unfortunately already has a leg down because of that proof point. Knob is darker.
Yeah, slightly. Not
I don't know.
Major.
I think it's...
This is good. I can just, with myself, I don't have to...
Just leave me out of it.
But.
A lot of ethanol.
I think a little cork.
Well, we have a small little...
Yeah, but it's still, it's
cork issue, and there's some cork pieces.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
In mine. No, I'm saying that
it's just
it's entirely
all
possible.
natural and fiber.
Saying it's entirely possible. The reason you're smelling cork is because there was a cork issue and there's cork in your glass now.
Yeah, but that small amount you wouldn't. It's just weird.
I mean, it smells a lot like an Elijah Craig barrel proof without all the complexity.
Mm-hmm. And more age.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is getting close to twice the age of what's come out in the last few years.
Yeah, most of that's pretty much 8-9 years old.
Yeah.
Max.
I think some of the later ones now have been in the 11s. I think one hit a 12 point, one of the more recent ones. So, but while we are pontificating on this, now's a good time to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, join the team here at Bourbon Theory, and hit that thumbs up like button if you like what you're seeing. We would appreciate it.
That we
was just looking at some analytics, and we had 7,300 new viewers in the last 30 days, and picked up 110 subscribers. So that's a pretty low percentage there, like 1.5%.
Well, you can lead a horse to water.
But you can't make them click.
Only you can make you click.
Horses can't do it at all. They don't have opposable thumbs.
It's metaphor. It's okay. Their hooves. They can smash. I don't think we gave very many notes on this notes here.
No, we haven't yet. Just cork.
Honestly, this is weird because it smells a little nutty.
It does smell a little bit nutty.
But it's not the Jim Beam peanut. I'm getting like an almond.
There's caramel. There's a honey vanilla.
You know what I'm getting? I'm getting honey bunches of oats with almonds.
Well, there you go. Yeah. You know what I'm not getting? Oak.
Not really. Not really.
Now I got just a little bit of a sweet oak.
Speak it into existence there.
There you go. It's amazing what the mind can be led to.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
The oak is on the palate.
Yep.
Gotta give this one a minute before you can really do much with it.
Man, it's really on the palate.
Yeah, there's a lot of oak there.
A lot of really bitter oak.
And just see, that's odd. I was going to say the other way because if you give it a minute, it's getting more sweet from a sweet oak or a sweeter oak standpoint.
Not over here. That's hitting harsh.
There's
heavy,
but there's not a lot of mid palate or front palate.
None.
So
really,
yeah,
I'm honestly getting nothing but oak.
Yeah, that's
oak.
That's the main thing that I'm getting as well.
And if you know anything about bourbon, you want more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a nice experience that's oaky, but usually that comes along with some redeeming qualities.
Yeah. So let's see
about that one.
See what the Knob Creek has to say. See what it whispers to us.
I think it has to say a lot. Peanut.
Yeah.
Oak.
But I'm getting that same vanilla caramel.
Yep.
But it's muted. It's like it's underneath everything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like the longer you let a Jim Beam yeast product sit, the more peanut it gets.
Mm-hmm.
So you let this thing sit in a barrel for 18 years, you're getting oaky peanuts.
I don't know. The old Granddad 16 didn't have.
Well, it's got a higher rye mash bill than these.
Yeah.
So that could have a lot to do with it.
Because I remember we talked about that as we were reviewing it.
Yeah, but the old overall 10 and 11 had peanut.
Mm-hmm.
Clink part 2.
Let's get in. There's definitely some caramel here. Considerably more flavor.
Yes.
On this one. Still a good bit of oak.
Mm-hmm.
But there is some spice here.
Yes, there is.
There's not a lot on the front palate. I would say that the oak on the Elijah Craig is a sweeter oak than on the Beam, but you're a big fanboy of Beam.
I wholeheartedly disagree. Look, I love Heaven Hill and Jim Beam. Not equally, I'll be honest, not equally. But again, I'm not putting my bias in this. I'm telling you exactly what I taste, how I taste it.
Yeah. But I'll say this too. They're both overaged. They're both over oaked.
A little too much.
And I remember this from when we did the Knob Creek 18 in a single review.
We've not done that.
When I did it, on my own, whatever, because this bottle had been cracked. I remember thinking the same thing. And when you look at both of them, I don't want to go that far yet. We'll talk about it in a minute until we go back through them again with that drop of water. See if anything happens.
Elijah Craig part 2?
Yep. It opened a bit, but not.
There's more sweetness.
Yeah, not terribly noticeable.
I'm worried that the oak on the palate's going to be really opened up now.
Hard to get much further than where it was.
Only one way to find out.
Where are you going to? Red oak now, or?
No, it's an American white oak.
So I'm getting a little more spice this time. Actually, I'm getting spice this time. Didn't get anything. I'm getting a little bit on the front palate.
There's a touch of cinnamon in there.
Yeah. It did tamp the oak down a bit.
Quite a bit.
And that was a drop of water in there was probably an ounce left in the glass. Better?
Yes, better.
Better.
Still not what I would qualify as something that I'd want to drink.
Right.
Again, wouldn't turn it down. It's just...
Well, when we get into the value proposition,
it's cranked
both of these. Yeah.
Yes.
That's where we're going to...
Yep. Wow. A lot of caramel now. You've gone full bore into the SLB glass roll.
I'm going to get me some Matchbox cars. I had a box of them back here from when I was a little kid. We'll bring those out and set them up on the table. We'll roll them around.
The worst auditory experience you could ever have.
Yeah, but it'll be visually funny.
Glasses clinking around in old 1970s toy cars.
Man, some of those were the best. The George Barris, the copies of the cars he was making back then.
Shall we?
You'll have to look that up. Ready?
Let's do it.
That kind of muted it all the way around.
But it did tamp down that oak impact a bit and let some more spice come in.
Yeah, it's a bit astringent.
I'm not on board with you there.
It is for me.
I think you're comparing that 90 proof jump to the 100 proof.
Yeah, it's not that. That's minuscule, to my palate anyway. So.
Well, I think when you're going back and forth on an 18-year-old, that's going to make a difference. I don't think it's astringent. I just think that the oak got tamped down big time on this one.
Yeah.
And it remained roughly the same with this one.
Well, I'm ready. You ready?
I'd like to hear yours.
Okay. Well, that's
Who
why
wins?
I said I'm ready.
Who wins, Dad?
The Knob Creek edges out the Latch Craig.
Yep.
However, they both rate as a C- for me. And here's why. They're over oaked. I'd say the same thing about a Pappy 20, anything like that. That is getting in closest to the range on these.
Yeah, there are very few products that after you get past 15 years still have a significant amount of non-oak flavor.
Yeah,
like the OGD 16.
I think this is the second bottle of a Latch Craig 18 I've ever bought, and I just wasn't happy. The single barrels and the barrel proofs are so much better.
They are
than this. I think this is about $139 here in North Carolina. Pretty sure that's the price on it.
I think it's more.
Yeah, and I think we paid about $175 for this one.
That was in South Carolina.
In South Carolina.
I thought it was like $140, $160.
And well, I think maybe we paid a little bit of a premium.
Yeah, because it was in South Carolina.
But either way,
markups.
I don't recommend buying either one of them.
Nah.
They're not. The juice is not worth the squeeze on this one. What you got to put out in cash. I'd much prefer barrel proof on the Elijah Craig, and I'd much prefer Knob Creek 12 over the 18 or a Knob 15. I think there's a significant difference once you get past that 15-year point on oak. So really significant, overly significant. So
my ratings would be C-, C+. I just think this one actually has flavor outside of oak.
But it's so little. I mean, I could see maybe going C- to base C.
Before the water, it was better.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
And these have both had time to open up.
Yes, they've both been open for many months.
So,
yeah. I mean, I guess I'm a Jim Beam fanboy.
Yeah.
But I stand behind that if you're gonna have other than Eagle Rare 17, which is a delicious experience almost no matter what batch you get, this is probably the best over 15, more readily available whiskey that you can buy.
Yeah, I just wouldn't buy it again.
Yeah, it's it's a little too much oak.
It's over oak.
It's too much oak.
It's like the Woodford Double.
Yeah,
it's too much oak.
Too much.
And being higher proof wouldn't help it. So I just don't see. I don't see it. And they keep releasing the Elijah Craig. They release it every year. I don't know if Knob's going to do the same on the 18 or not, but they'll have to do something if they got them setting.
Well, I think there's a batch 3 out.
Yeah,
this is batch 2.
Right.
So they've at least done it one more time. So I would say Probably they're doing one a year.
I have a feeling these are people buy them once type things.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a whole lot of going back for a backup.
Unless you're one of our friends, Lee, over on TikTok, who blinded Knob Creek 12, 15, and 18, and 18 won for him.
Oh. So.
But his bottle was very open.
Yeah.
So maybe it gets better.
Maybe
it gets better. But
we can always hope.
C+ for me, C- for you.
Mm-hmm.
C- for me, C- for you.
Yep.
That's just sometimes old whiskey doesn't mean better whiskey.
That's
So,
the truth.
Don't be tricked by age statements just because it's 20 years old doesn't mean that it's gotten better in 20 years.
Means
it probably got pretty good until 15 and then started to get kind of bad.
Not like us. We get a lot better with age.
Just like bourbon and whiskey.
That's right. Our videos get better with time.
That they do. We'll stay uncut and unfiltered for you. And please take care of yourselves.